Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good morning to you. It's 4 a.m. on this Thursday, November the 4th, and here are today's top headlines. A man in a stolen big rig led CHP on a very lengthy chase throughout Southern California overnight, and now there is a standoff on the 55 freeway through Orange County. We're live.
And a tree crushes the cars of concertgoers at the Greek Theater. The damage and destruction.
West Hollywood now has the highest minimum wage in all of America. We'll tell you what it is. Early edition of the Ktla Dt 5 Morning News starting right now. Hey, good morning to you on this Thursday, or pre-Friday if you like. I'm Chris Shaw.
I'm Megan Henderson. We are glad you're with us. We're going to check your commute with Ginger coming up shortly. Lots to talk about. First, let's check in with Henry. Good morning.
Good morning, Megan and Chris. You know, a little sprinkle here and there throughout Southern California. And you can see the cloud coverage from our view here from above, looking down on the valley, having a tough time finding that city light coverage. So a lot of cloud coverage, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And there is some that marine layer as well. We have temperatures today that are going to be a little bit, I would say, closer to the average. 75 downtown, 76 is the norm, 85 in the San Fernando Valley, so some of our inland valleys definitely warmer. And the high desert areas, wind's picking up a little bit, so we do have some minor changes as we head towards the weekend. Ginger, we'll talk more about that coming up in just a few minutes. Over to you for now.
Yeah, in fact, we have a couple of things that we want to make sure everyone is well aware of. We want to see what the fog is like and everything else, so a lot going on. I'm going to look for my clicker at the same time as we start to pop everything up. I moved it over here. We have these things that are happening at this hour. So let's start you off with this. Our downtown camera. And I was telling my producer, Brian, we were talking about what to start with this, because you see some of those areas of that thick fog. Not only is it thick, it is low lying, and in some spots all the way down and into the trees. Now we have a SIG alert for the 5 North at Broadway. It meets in 2 spots, right? So this one right before you get to the 110 freeway. All lanes are now stopped, and they're not saying until, well, they're saying until about 6 o'clock. It's all because of a pedestrian got hit. So that's the reason those lanes are closed on the stretch of the 5 freeway. Let's show you Orange County. We are going to check in just a second with Carlos. But for now, you see what the conditions are like. There is a solid red dot on that 55 freeway heading southbound side. And of course, that is that spot that is in question where the end of the police pursuit took place. You have some of the different options. I mean, you can stay here. You'll still probably get stuck if you want to. You can always take the 22. You can exit at Chapman. You can go east or west of that and run those 17th down to the south. I will post all those on my Twitter page, Ktla Ginger Chan. Hopefully you won't need those alternates for too long to talk about why you may need some of them. We check in with our Carlos Herrera. Carlos, this one went for the record books. Good morning to you.
Yeah, Ginger, good morning. We're right at the 55 South at MacArthur Boulevard right now. This is where CHP has blocked the freeway off and where most of the situation is going on. Massive backup here for miles, and we're just about half a mile from where this situation is actually happening. Those flashing lights, that's where the big rig is at a standstill. It actually stopped right now. Let's get you over to a clearer view of this, a clearer shot. Another crew here at the ground. It's been like this for about half an hour. That big rig now approaching its 8th hour in this situation. First a chase, and now what appears to be a standoff here on the 55 South in Santa Ana. That suspect inside that stolen big rig, he's surrounded by CHP patrols and officers at this time. The situation again approaching its 8th hour. This was at times a high speed and then a very slow speed pursuit going through East Los Angeles County, Ventura County, even Orange County. Of course, these were shots of him going through the San Fernando Valley and Woodland Hills and Tarzana on the eastbound 101. CHP says it all started a little after 8